Big news out of Old Trafford. Fire Ruben Amorim'S a shock move from Man City if he joins United. Alan Shearer rips into the current squad. Ryan Giggs calls out Marcus Rashford eyes and Marcus Saha wants Branthwaite in red this summer. Let's break it all down right now. Man United news. Ruben Amorim plots Man City transfer as Alan Shearer digs out current squad. Manchester United have endured a disappointing season so far, but Ruben Amorim will have money to spend in the summer as the Red Devils boss looks to revamp his squad. Manchester United look set for a very busy summer in the transfer market after enduring their worst ever Premier League campaign. The Red Devils are currently sat 14th in the league, but could still qualify for next season's Champions League by winning the Europa League. And despite Sir Jim Ratcliffe implementing a raft of cost-cutting measures, United's CEO Omar Barada has insisted Ruben Amorim will have money to spend in the summer. It is about planning properly for the summer transfer window and having a clear idea of what players we want to bring in, Barada told TNT Sports last month. We're making some big efforts to get us in the best financial position. Even if we're outside of Europe, I think we will be in a position to invest in the squad. Our ambition is to win tonight and win the Europa League and be in the Champions League, which is where I think we belong. According to a report from The Telegraph, United are interested in signing James McAtee from rivals Manchester City. McAtee has made 25 appearances for City so far this season, but the majority of those have come off the bench and the 22-year-old is said to want more regular game time next season. The report states that United, Newcastle, and AC Milan are all eyeing a potential move for McAtee this summer, while Nottingham Forest and Bayer Leverkusen are also interested if City pursue moves for Morgan Gibbs-White or Florian Wirtz. Amorim sent Onana message. Former Chelsea defender Frank Leboeuf has insisted Andre Onana is a great goalkeeper despite his struggles at Old Trafford. Onana was dropped for one game earlier this month after making two high-profile errors against Lyon, but he has since regained his place in the starting 11 and Leboeuf has defended him. I think Andre Onana is a great goalkeeper, Leboeuf told BetVictor. He showed this during his time playing in Italy and the Netherlands. In my eyes, his current issues are because of a lack of confidence. You expect confidence from your keeper. When I was playing in a defense and Fabian Barthez was behind me, I had the trust in him to take care of things if I made a mistake. That's massive for a defender. Many players around Onana are also struggling and it's a tough situation. It means that players must be responsible for their actions and not leave themselves exposed defensively if Onana isn't at his best. Manchester United are taking a Matheus Cunha transfer gamble they can't afford to get wrong. Manchester United want to sign £62.5 million Wolves striker, but the move comes with risks. Manchester United have identified Matheus Cunha as a top target this summer, but it's a move that brings risk. The Wolves star brings Premier League pedigree, having scored 16 goals this season in a side that has spent much of the campaign battling against relegation, but could now finish above United in the table. The Brazil international's quality is clear for all to see, while he's netted 26 times in 54 top-flight starts for Wolves since arriving permanently in 2023. At 25, he is approaching his peak and he arrives already accustomed to Ruben Amorim'S system, having played as one of the two number 10s at Molineux in the same shape. Cunha will be available for £62.5 million due to a release clause, and while that probably represents fair value for a player who is now a Brazil international and has only enhanced his reputation since a £44 million move to England from Athletic Madrid 2 years ago, it still represents a significant fee for United. The Reds have profit and sustainability rules, PSR, concerns, and have a squad in need of a major overhaul. United also have a dismal record in recruitment over recent seasons and can ill afford more transfer failings. The risk with splashing a significant fee on Cunha in a position where United actually have several options in the shape of Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo, Alejandro Garnacho, Joshua Zirkzee, Kobbie Mainoo and Mason Mount is that other areas of the squad will be neglected. And while Cunha will most likely be more of a regular goalscorer than Zirkzee or Rasmus Højlund, he is not a line-leading number 9, raising the prospect of the Dane continuing to spearhead the attack despite his difficult season. Or United moving for another prospect up front, such as Liam Delap, rather than the out-and-out centre forward they so palpably need. United coach Amorim billed Cunha as real quality on the eve of their 1-0 defeat against Wolves last week. Wolves coach Vitor Pereira, playing a 3-4-3, he's doing quite well. He's changing some players and he has real quality players. Cunha and all these guys, they have real quality. When pressed on Cunha and possible interest from United, Amorim replied, "I just gave the example because I remembered about Mateus. He's scoring a lot of goals." Just that. If United are able to conclude a deal for Cunha, then they will still need to spend big to address their striker issues, while a new goalkeeper could also be on their radar given Andre Onana's struggles, Altay Bayınder's failings, and the possible retirement of Tom Heaton. Cunha, who is understood to be keen on a move to Old Trafford, will clearly strengthen this United squad. But he's not a sole solution among a series of problems. And for a fee that would launch him into the top 10 most expensive club signings ever. Ryan Giggs calls out Marcus Rashford as he makes huge Man United call, "Won't forgive you." Marcus Rashford's future at Old Trafford is yet to be clarified, but one Manchester United legend is confident about what the current Aston Villa ace will do next. Manchester United legend Ryan Giggs has admitted that he does not see a future for Marcus Rashford at Old Trafford. In the January transfer window, Rashford, 27, was sent on loan to Aston Villa after being banished from the first team by Ruben Amorim. The United Academy graduate has since starred under Unai Emery, with his performances even earning a place in Thomas Tuchel's first England squad. It's understood that Villa will have first refusal on Rashford, but the versatile forward has also been linked with a move to Barcelona. Giggs, 51, was assistant manager to Louis van Gaal when Rashford was handed his United debut at the age of 18, all the way back in 2016. The United legend watched him score a brace on his full debut in a 5-1 home victory over FC Midtjylland in the Europa League last, 32. Nearly 10 years on from that day, Ryan Giggs appeared on the Rio Ferdinand Presents podcast, presented by Qatar Airways, which goes live at 6 a.m. on Friday, April 25th. And he admitted he is disappointed with how things have worked out for Rashford. Given everything that has happened this season, the Welshman does not see Rashford returning to United. While speaking on the Rio Ferdinand Presents podcast, when asked if he sees a way back for Rashford, Giggs quickly replied, "No. I don't think he looked happy at United. I think he looks happier now. I just don't." Which is a shame because obviously I'd seen him as a part of the staff when we'd given him his debut. When Ferdinand challenged Giggs on what he would say to Rashford if he was still in the United dugout, the ex-Red Devils skipper called out the Villa loanee, saying, "First of all, he's got to work harder. I talked about no matter what position on the pitch you are, you sprint back as quick as you sprint forward, and aesthetically it didn't look great. Especially if the team ain't doing well. Because fans will forgive you for missing a chance. They won't forgive you for not working hard enough. They just won't. Because they can do that. They can sprint. Everyone can. But then also what I talked about, you know that he can play up there. He's done it everywhere. He's done it on the biggest stage. It's hard from looking outside to in. But it looked like he's not enjoying it. And you've got to enjoy it. Especially flair players, attacking players. Because that's your best moments. When your confidence is high, you're trying things. Don't always come off. But play instinctively and play like you did when you were younger. Freedom. Rashford has contributed 4 goals and 6 assists in 17 appearances for Villa, an impressive return considering he has only started 12 of those matches. We Saha backs terrific Jarrad Branthwaite to join Man United this summer. Former Manchester United star Louis Saha has tipped Everton centre-back Jarrad Branthwaite to join the Red Devils during the summer transfer window. Branthwaite has been a long-term target for the Red Devils. The centre-back agreed personal terms last summer, but a move did not materialize due to the £70 million price tag. The 22-year-old has continued to be linked with United. Speaking in an interview, Saha said that the Englishman is a terrific player and he deserves to secure a big move. The former France international added that the challenge is much bigger at United and Branthwaite will need to hit the ground running from the off. He said, "Branthwaite, I think he's been linked for almost 2 years now. Yes, he's a terrific player. He wants to improve. He wants a big move, I think, and he deserves it. So I would see this move as something that makes sense. But at the same time it's a step up, so you really need to improve because the challenge is bigger. No disrespect with Everton, but the pressure is way higher at United. Any player United signs this summer, defender, midfielder, forward, all of them need to hit the ground running, adapt well, and play with confidence. There's pressure on United's transfer strategy. United could part ways with multiple centre-backs this summer. Victor Lindelof and Johnny Evans have their contracts expiring on June 30th and could leave on free transfers. Meanwhile, Lisandro Martinez has been on the sidelines since February. He underwent surgery for a serious knee injury and may not return to action until late 2025. Manager Ruben Amorim could urge the hierarchy to spend big on another centre-back. Branthwaite would be a quality acquisition based on his progress at Everton. The defender has won an impressive 65% of his duels this campaign. He has averaged 6.5 clearances and 3 recoveries per league game alongside 1.5 tackles. Branthwaite has also caught the eye with his ball-playing ability. He has a passing accuracy of 82%, but that should improve with more possession at the Red Devils. As per FBref, the Toffees have commanded just 40.3% possession this campaign. In comparison, United have an average of 53% despite their league struggles. Branthwaite is a left-footed central defender but can operate anywhere in central defense. He has a good right foot and has been described as two-footed and very complete by manager Ruud van Nistelrooy when the two were together at PSV Eindhoven. United did not come close to meeting the £70 million price tag for Branthwaite last summer but could be willing to do so this time to compensate for exits and Martinez's injury.